Bum-ba-dow. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Here before the ping, just barely. Damn, should actually have been the loading screen music. This is perfect. Also, why? Please load. What did you... Yeah, well, I saw you posted something in Aaron's chat that he almost got arrested the other day, huh? What up, Gyurto? Kuroto. I am eating spaghetti. Hell yeah. Big respect to you, Moon Man, for throwing hands. I'm glad you're okay. Also, that you didn't get arrested. Slapped him like, fuck yeah. Common Moon Man W is all I gotta say, bro. Good shit. Okay. The daily existential dread check. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not bad. How do you casually watch stream while streaming? Wait, are you streaming? Are you streaming currently? Fake Aussie. Australian Open, yeah. I still live rent-free in my head. There's that, I forget who it was. One of those, like, I want to say it was fucking Amaranth, who was, like, saying she watches streams while she streamed. Obviously, I do the same thing as Amaranth. I'm out here flexing my beautiful face. I just think about that all the time. Like, that's so funny. I understand watching streams while you're like at work. Also, stream started early. It did start early. What up, Brennan? Terrorized us. Bro, my brother in Christ, you clicked on the stream. This is Subway, bro. Be like, damn, I can't believe I'm being tortured watching this stream. My brother in Christ, you clicked on the link. Bro, when I called him out and he apologized, I got more mad. Yeah, he's mad with the other round. Yeah, that's so dumb. I guess there's just one of those things where he's like, haha, it's funny being a chud online. And then he's just like, oh, what if I do it in person? And he's like, wait, I'm the fucking bad guy. It's me. I'm the problem. So I assume we want to leave this fight with Polt. I know we've looked at this fight before. Where's the Smash stream? When did I promise you a Smash stream? Maybe 6 years ago. Huh? Who did someone win the Australian? I was surprised there's not as much hype around the Australian Open. Like, I feel like I've seen nothing about it. There's no hype. But maybe I also don't hang around in the circles where they Australia hydrogen in 4 years. Wow. Are people getting back into tennis? Oh, yeah. This was going to be, well, this would have to be choice band then, right? Because we can't do the life orb trip. Can we actually just get here with Fang? We can just get there with Fang. Damn. Are you a big Brenna fan, or are you just like watching the men in skimpy outfits run around and grunting? Cloister. So we don't even have a cloister. I think this is just Pheromosa, right? Let me come in true Foraging Strikes. Oh, that's the opponent. Yeah. Yeah, we only have 6 Pokemon. Would we eject on this? Do we need a, we do need a Scarf that speed. We'd have to like pre-status, right? Or eject on this. And we could also just like hard sack. Pause. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is in the base game too, where like the last person you fight in Victory Road is the last win straight, right? I'm pretty sure that's base game too. So we could eject on this, hit this with Surging Strikes. That would be in Rub and Bun. Fail, son. Can't even win a fight, loser ass. What would we bait in next? Would this just be... Well, the problem is we need this Scarf to be faster, right? Pheromos is bug fighting. Is there someone else we'd rather have come in on the Ice Beam? I mean, we don't have to use Fu. We could do something like go straight into Ape here. I guess it would just depend on what they bait. But I feel like this is probably like someone with a Scarf. Yeah, this dude's we're standing right in front of him. He's just like, what is this little bro? What's little bro doing on his phone? Yeah. I love planning 40 fights in a row. We only would thaw out with Flare Blitz, though. Show Slow Dead. We'd probably be like slow dead to everything, right? Well, that actually could maybe be a split. Maybe is it like this guy we could go with? Does Choice Scarf Arcane get there? Yo, also, why does this song kind of fucking rule? Not fast enough. Sag. Belly drum. Yeah. Use all these moves I don't have. Come on, Brendan. Get real. Okay, so if we do... we have to remember Psychic Terrain's up. Not that this matters. I guess this just stops Fake Out. We can't get this guy with Surging Strikes. How are we killing... I'll just speed type with this guy. Linoon had about it the victory. The simpler times where you just hit the button that kills. I guess we can't Sucker Punch this guy because of the terrain. Yeah, how the hell are we going to kill this Zam? I mean... Haunch. But Psychic Terrain is up. We can't touch him. We can't hit him with the Sucker Punch. That would be sick if we could. Can we just kill with Knockoff? No, we take far too much. Hanji Javanji. Yeah, Vito seems crazy. Especially the Zam. Like, obviously we can get a bunch of Mons, like, safe in, right? But killing it with not having Sucker Punch in the terrain is kind of devious. Bum, 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 dum, bum, 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 bum. I mean, maybe there's something with Choice Scarf that, like, outspeeds and murks it. No, actually, it'd have to be something insanely fast. Ah, damn, it's such a shame. Damn, Priority would just own this guy. It's almost like the fight is set up so it's annoying. Is it time for a little theft? I think it might be time for... I don't have Run and Bun open, do I? Nah. I think it's time for a little theft, though. What an incredible... I love that the auto... That's a card game. The auto thumbnail the other day for one of the VODs was just... this screen without the game loaded. It looked fucking miserable. Here we go. Team Rocket stream. This new Nuzlocke might be the hardest one ever. Okay. Thievery. This is thievery. Okay. Let's see what the goat has. Our next encounter, I mean, we're just waiting until we're deeper in Victory Road to get it. Okay. Future sights, interesting. We don't have to deal with any of this bullshit. Whatever. We just kill it. Yeah, we get the same thing. I don't know what we're baiting. Coliseum Nuzlocke. Well, we were playing Kaiser Coliseum for a little bit. Like, I don't think the Pheromosa is a problem. I'm just curious how... Oh, this is going to be sticky webs from this guy? Was he dead to a high roll crit there? Really, no just webs being dropped? That's interesting to me. Freeze dry. Pumpy, that kills that. Yeah, look, I feel like I'm not concerned about most of these mods. Oh man, it's 2 planned sacks, at least. Okay, yeah, what, I want to see, like, just what kills the Zam.
Do a KO with Heavy Slam. Do it with Shell Armor Gudra.
Shell Armor Gudra. We don't have that. So we'd need something that just is not immediately fucking dead to this guy. Yeah, why don't we just have Gudra? Don't sneeze, sorry. I don't want to wake the kids. I mean, well, actually, that's really good, right? We could okie doke this guy with Gyarados. Like, we sack into this, we bring in Gyarados, and we Mega Evolve. And they just die. But we'd have to do the Mega Gyarados fight. Beedrill. Beedrill's too slow. Even Big B isn't fast enough. Call me Ned the way I Bigs B, you know what I'm saying? Biggest Beus. Or we just do the speed tie plus roll we have to win. Bring Mario. That's a classic. I think all of our Shell Armor Pokemon just get fucking murked by this guy. Doopa doopa da bow 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 bow. Mario. There we go. Yeah, it's probably something like that, right? It's honestly absurd how little Mons could even... Like, everybody gets outsped one shot here. We use our Focus Sash on this fight. Yeah, this is probably Mega Gyarados, which kind of sucks. Jirachi. Funnily enough, I'm pretty sure you can actually get Jirachi from Game Corner, but you have to wait till like the end of the game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's one of the Game Corner encounters. Winter Olympics, thanks. Okay, we'll go into the impression that we do go get Mega Gyarados. How hard is that fight? It's a double. What is this for? Rain badges, the Game Corner Mythicals, yeah. Nuzlocke Olympics. Yeah, you would assume this fight won't be crazy difficult with us being 5 levels up, right? I could only hope. Which means we'd have to plan another fight. Pain. This just sounds like the waiting song on Zoom. Ape, he's right here. I will say the waiting song on Zoom does kind of slap. Latinos doesn't immediately die. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like everyone is dead to crit here. Should have chosen Trigo. You mean Dorday? Well, I guess you get 2 starters in this game. We got Skeptical Tile. We do have them. You gotta stop giving alcohol to the homeless. Oh yeah, Brendan lives in and Brendan's IP is... Okay, we're gonna put that on the back burner. We're gonna say this kills this guy. This would bring in pheromones that always clicking ice. Irvine, California. Come through, it's lit. Are you naturally faster than this? Blizzard, like the place where the stuff they have at Dairy Queen? Rainbed? Isn't that guy who's really good at GeoGuessr? Isn't Blizzard that place where they make all those... they make Overwatch and Overwatch 2? Man, I haven't played Overwatch in forever. Okay, Darts kills this. It's gotta be just like someone with a choice scarf. You've already made that joke, Moo Man. Get out of here. I just don't know if like crit ice beam. You still laugh. No, I don't. I have gone on record saying your joke about giving alcohol to homeless people is not funny. I do not like it. I think we just sack Ape here. I mean, we could. Bro, you guys are both unhinged. No heart. It won't rocks over Slowco. Okay, why are we in the club now? Okay, Jesus Christ, you guys. I mean, we could always like pre-status, right? Yeah, because anything that's going to outspeed this with a scarf needs like the extra C-boot. Well, I think there's a medium there to giving them their own autonomy. You could just like give them food, or you could just give them money. Like, I feel like giving them alcohol is encouraging the problem. Like, if I was addicted to Zins and you're like, I can't give you patches, I can only give you more Zins. It's a bad example, but at least you give them the money, you give them the choice. Oh, they're a fraud. Crack's cool, though. Oh, my God. I'm gonna say something like, yeah, I'm like pro homeless, and you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, you like that people are out on the street and they have nowhere to live? Oh god. If that Saves Untitled is glad homeless people are on the street. Jesus Christ. I feel like Crack Steve is someone who I would go 0-2 against the Smash Ultimate local. But this is split bait, depending on how much damage we take from this Ice Beam. I mean, maybe it's like crit Ice Beam plus Flare Blitz, like we're always dead. Ape. So it's like Mineral Ice Beam plus... Flare Blitz is recoil based on how much damage they take, because this would be a 10 out of there. This would be a 10 banger. Let me hit the calculator button. I'm about to hit the calculator button. 245. Pokemon has televangelist. The day of Arceus is coming. Will you be on the right side of history? I mean, it would be less ridiculous, though. There's, like, actual gods. There's creatures that can bend space and time, send you into different directions, different, not generations, dimensions, grant wishes. Like, there is a god in the Pokemon world. It, like, confirmed there is a god in the Pokemon world. They're right. Archie was right. Fruit Wooloops. Like Wooloo little like marshmallows and like a Lucky Charms. Hell yeah. Fruity Geodudes. Now it sounds like just a good Friday night. Okay, I need to stop. Shoutouts to San Francisco. Okay, if I was a young boy and my father took me into the city to join the Black Parade. Okay, how would we do this math-wise? So we're always taking Mineral Ice Beam at least. What's the number we need to be at to always be dead to at least Stone Edge? This also, we have to have someone who can take Stone Edge, Heavy Slam. Yeah. Well, it's just this number here, 162. Well, from looking at it only being 162, I'm pretty sure we just always get there, right? So, 244, it's a third of the damage we deal is what we recoil back, right? So we would OHKO 244, 244 divided by 3. I forget if this is rounded up or down. Yeah, Fruity G it is. Ripping darts, doing lines, bumping MCRs, peak mal experience. Rounded half up, but not less than 1 HP. So this would be 82 then? So 82 plus 78. 160. 278 minus 160. Okay, so it looks like we are always going to be slow dead to Aggron. And I want to confirm... For showing slow dead, this can never be rocks. It sucks that when you go through all these fights, it just adds up all the terrains. It's like, yeah, it's where this fight is actually in the sun psychic terrain. Where we go. So we would... I'm always dead to Stone Edge. Not first turn out. Yeah, if I'm slowly dead to it, it's always going to be that. So this could be... Ape with Choice Scarf comes in against the Pheromosa. We thaw ourselves out. And the other thing we need to check is we're not dead. This is crit Ice Beam. Yeah, the most we'd self-recoil to ourselves. Okay, so then this would bring in... Because with Choice Scarf, we're faster than everything under the sun. And, of course, showing fast dead to this guy. Yeah, faster than everything under the sun. It doesn't matter. No TFT stream. No, I've been playing more TFT, but I don't think it's a very good stream game. Like, even though Pokemon Nuzlocking challenge games is a whole complicated mess of spaghetti, I think it is more easier to jump in and understand what's going on than watching TFT. Find a cliff sometimes. I've been having a lot of fun playing on the Australian servers. I finally made like an Australia account. It's so great not having to play on 200 ping. Playing on like 4 ping is so much better. Also, I equated it to... Let me see if I can pull this up. I don't want to dox everyone in Discord. Like, it's been so easy playing against the Australians because obviously the new account, so they don't know that I'm good. Also, playing to win every game instead of playing the top 4, it really is basically this, though, is what's happening here. It's gotten a little bit harder as I've gotten higher up, and now I'm like 1 game out of Diamond, but still, it's like... If playing the first couple of games was really weird because players were just like making awful decisions. Like there was frail motherfuckers in the front line and tanks in the back line. Like it looks like they were throwing on purpose. Bots even wouldn't make those mistakes. Yeah. It also helps me be more productive because queue times are ridiculous because my MMR is so fucked. It's like 6 minutes to get into a game, so I get a nice chunk of editing done while I'm waiting. Can Fu take both of these moves? Okay, that's check 1. But can Choice Band Fu pick it up? Yordles is so fun. The games where... I think I had a Yordle first game recently. That might have been a 10 Yordle one. But the games where you can just like straight up play Yordles and you're uncontested is so nice. It's nice in the way that you don't have to think at all. But like if you see yourself starting to lose, you're like, well, there's nothing I can literally do. I'm so far locked in. Like I either win or lose these fights. I have no agency in this game. Yeah, we can go here, kill with Surging Strikes. Then what is this guy going to bait in? That's... Well, this guy's going to think he's not dead. Actually, Zam probably chose just like fast kill, right? Yeah. So this is when we do like hard sack. Fu. I don't think there's anyone else who's going to want to do magic against Aggron, right? Can you... You can't Surging Strike this. Hey, Kirito, thanks for the raid. Hope your stream went well. How you feeling getting back into the realm of streaming? It's been a hot minute. You feel the rust shake off yet? What the fuck do we do about this cloister? Hella annoying that we can't fake out it to break the sash. Guess we just have to put someone in front of it who just like does not care. Slash bait in last. Okay, so say we were going Here, food, bait, and Zam. Hard sack. Gen 1 game. Kind of, yeah. Yeah. I feel like it's always a process to get into the rhythm. Especially sucks, I think, playing challenge games where you take a couple days off or you get out of like the mindset of like how the puzzle pieces fit together that it's a little rusty getting back into it. Especially with like you're deep into a run or it's like a high intensity fight. Like you need to be as sharp as possible. But conversely, getting some time off of it can make you feel a little bit more fresh. It's a hard balance to bridge. But yeah, if we went here, we had Gyarados come in. That's Mega Gary. We'd go into Gyarados. This guy would get sacked. We'd go into Gyarados. We'd be like, oh my god, no, you're gonna kill with Expanding Force. And then we kill with Crunch. What did sack Gary Mega? I don't like that we have one Pokemon left. But maybe there's a world where we can win this. Well, Fu takes care of Aggron. Well, we only have Cloyster and Hawlucha to deal with. So yeah. This would be Gyarados. And Gyarados is untouched, and we have only 2 Pokemon left to deal with. And this could be pre-damage Gyarados to always be dead to CC. Which would let us get back into Polt for free. What is this? Going to be Defang. Who barely kills a Psychic Fang from Polt. That's huge. And then I guess the question becomes, what the fuck are they doing? Well, this could just be like a final go back unburdened. Oh. The rest is still unburdened. Staring at the blank page before you open up the dirty window. Ah. Sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance. Why does this still let the Shadow Sneak in the Glizzard? Mr. Legion almost gets there. Sticky people don't use Sticky Barb for Elite Four. I was just thinking that it's like we probably don't need that junk. Oh yeah, I guess if you go into something that can take a CC and make it unburdened. Yeah. What are we doing about Cloyster? I'm only like concerned for slots at this point. So, I mean, we could have motherfuckers who... I mean, still, if we're being guaranteed CC, this could just be... Like, Polt's good. Polt hasn't taken any damage before this. They come in, they kill with Psychic Fang. Like, okay, we take the Stone Edge chip, but like... well, we maybe take the... Oh, this is going to be acrobatics. Unburden, if you're going to do that, why don't you just do that? Okay, so then this is always acrobatics. Which is good that it's not Stone Edge, honestly, because then we know we're taking the damage. Like, if you're always dead to CC... yeah. I think it does it by default. Yeah, because when you remove this, it gets rid of it. But that won't matter for us, right? Because we're physical tagging. Yeah. So that works. And then... Okay, so... How do we get fucked here? Okay, Ape's still faster. So we just literally need someone who can do, like, a modicum of damage. And then Ape can come in and kill. Who's someone who can do a modicum of damage before this guy dies? That's all we really need. Let me check the probabilities on this, right? To the fancy calc! Even with the sash up? Even with the sash up, this would always be freeze dry? Is that true? Well, slow kill is 9. Shell smash is 6. 2. Okay, no. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Which that's nice, right? Because, yeah, so all we need is a Pokemon who takes Freeze Dry. And, well, there's a world where it's Hydro Pump. Like Acrobatics Crit, probably. So we need a Pokemon who can take both moves from Cloyster, hit this guy once, and then die. What up, Jay? How you doing? Dumb question. Freeze Dry has the chance to freeze. No. Oh, 10%. There it is. What about Wailord? Oh, wait. Yeah, Wailord. I think we probably just send in Wailord and see if they can finish the job themselves. We can't go like Assault Vest or anything, but they can't get frozen. Yeah, we go like Wailord and then... this could set up in front of this. But when this goes +2, right? Ape is still faster. So we want it. If Wailord dies, we don't give a shit. This is a win against Vito. 2 sacks, obviously, but it seems pretty good. Wail gets the fight for his life. Even with the Shell Smash, this doesn't really do that much. Defense, Bedef, attack, special attack, speed. What up, Maple Syrup? Everyone's rolling in. Yeah, there is a world where Wailord gets to close this one out. So it would always be Freeze Dry coming in. Then I feel like it's like likely Shell Smash. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, bro. Banger. Who up clubbing they penguin? Wait, no, let's not club our penguin. Yeah, okay, so this could be Shell Smash. And then once the sash is gone. Yeah. Yeah, they're not going to double smash. And it's the last Pokemon. So they're not going to boom. Yeah. Yeah, as long as they don't double Shell Smash, we're fine. Yeah, true. Halucha is Pult. And then Cloister as well. Yeah. I mean, we in planning these last couple fights, we haven't really allocated an insane amount of sacks. Like, I think... Actually, I think we have none. I've hidden the fights that we have completed now, but I'm pretty sure we have none planned besides this fight right here. But what was I gonna say? That's also because we've been skipping around avoiding the more difficult fights, the ones where we think we're gonna need a sack. We've been pushing off to later, which also makes sense because like then you can realize what you need for fights. Okay, let's walk through this, make sure there's no issues here. Check our numbers. So put us down to 6 fights left. Yeah, I'm really hoping we get to actually do fights. I mean, the only thing preventing us from doing the first fight is that we would spend a scale on Protect with Absol. Okay, let's run this from the jump. Turn 1, Pult, Darts, Indeed. E4 is not planned yet. Yeah. We're still fumbling around on who we want to bring. But I mean, our team... I think I have this set up in my box, right? Where's my controller? The best way to visually show it. We're still expecting, I think, Glacia to be our biggest problem. We did see if we bring B and Galissapod, Glacia isn't, like, too awful. But my biggest issue with bringing B is that bringing 2 megas sucks. Well, bringing 2 megas when the non-mega can't do shit sucks. Like, basically, if we opt into bringing B and Absol, from my understanding, that means one of these Pokemon, at least every fight, is going to be useless. Yeah, someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't the AI in Radical Red completely random? I think it is actually random. Which is, I think, one of the things that turned me off from playing that when I tried Nuzlocking it. Yeah. Yeah, I think my biggest issue is bringing that. If we had a different option for our Dark type, which there is a world where we hit, like, Hydreigon. We can also... Moonman, I know you were memeing about us getting another encounter today. But there might be no reason to not go get our 133 encounter. And we kind of can just swing for the fences, / it's just another sack. Has anyone brought Overquill to the Elite Four? I mean, it would be it would be crazy to hit that. Pause. I mean, getting Drowgy too. Drowgy might have some use. Where's the Hall of Fame? Has anyone brought this big ball of joy before? The 11th hour, we catch a Pokemon that is unique and we choose to bring them. Really? No one's brought Overquill? Also, that's the first person who brought Galvantula? That surprised me. Galvantula the GOAT. Yeah, honestly, I think there's nothing to be lost in going to get this Pokemon now. Overquill can boom, can't they? Yeah. It'd be very interesting for the story of this whole thing to get them. So on this table we have duped out, not duped out, not duped out, duped out. Yeah. We're talking about Overquill. Yeah, which absolutely can boom. Is this thing a pain in the ass to capture? I pray to God this is like a quick call guaranteed. Yeah, I gotcha. Catch rate isn't great. That's probably why it hasn't been shown in Elite Four. Yeah. Yeah, like here's all like the likely contenders, and we'll probably boom. What happens when they don't let you off the plane? You have to stay in Australia forever. You live. Yeah, the click fee. He brought what to the Elite Four? Nah, but because this guy's always coming. We're 50-50 on this. It's going to depend on who fits in better. I'm thinking it's probably going to be Latios. Between these two, I think is going to depend really on if we bring B or not. Bringing 2 megas, I feel like is not something we want to do. Between these two, it's a big investment, I think, to bring Primarina. Because from what we can see, I'm pretty sure we at the very least need a nature change to beat speed. But then we're also seeing the problem 2 fairies mega is common. Okay. Or 2 megas is... Well, I thought we were looking at this yesterday. It's like the only time it's really common is with Slowbro. Like Slowbro seems to be... Oh, there's Altaria. We're just writing off Kindle costs. Yeah. I guess Absol, it seems like Absol Slowbro is the combo here. Because I know it seems like Slowbro, baby Slowbro can still do stuff. Okay. So it's not as absurd. I didn't realize there's actually a couple, but it's just like... I feel like base Absol... Yeah, we still have... So that's another reason why I'm kind of like wishy-washy on planning my Elite Four. Because we have 133, which we were just looking at. And then we also have our Victory Road encounter. Which very much could be game-changing. Not taking this table. I'm glad we didn't actually take this table. Yeah. Weavile's really, really good for... what's her name? Glacia. How deep until we get to this table? How many fights in? Because maybe we can recook... Yeah. We've 10 scales. I think we're going to be fine on scales for the Elite Four. We're going to be pushing it a little bit close. Mega Venusaur. Yeah. I assume someone has brought Greninja. There's probably interesting stuff you can do with Greninja. It's really no one bought Greninja? I feel like it does enough interesting things. Mat block, fling, all that top. It's probably just like a mon of last resort. Yeah, there we go. 5th person beat with Greninja. And we've Polt. Yeah, like, I mean, if we hit Greninja, this is a team we could do. We literally have everything to just copy this bar for bar. Oh, no, well, Weavile. We need to hit both of these Pokemon, which is not possible. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but how many fights? I want to know. I'm curious how many fights in is the ice room. Can I literally just figure this out from watching Peachal fight VODs? I'm seeing icy room here.
It's going well.
Who's this guy? Seems like there's icy fights before this. The weird situation where I want to see them walking into a fight. There's Slurpuff. So it looks like after the Slurpuff fight, is when we could get this table. Which guy is this? This is the Snorlax lead. After the Dustclaw puzzle, but what fight is it after? This is a Snorlax fight. Okay, let me unhide. Oh, that's pretty deep in. Yeah, that's pretty deep in the Snorlax fight. Pain. Yeah, it's basically near the end. Yeah, it's not great. Like, the dupes for the stable don't, it's not great. We got Mamoswine. We got Mamoswine. That's literally it. Now, or, I mean, we have way more, excuse me. We have way more dupes on this table. Yo, we hit Incineroar. We hit Grimmsnarl. Is the odds of us... So this is 20%. Like, slightly adjusted to the Mamoswine, well, 15% being out. Whereas this table is... How much do we have out? 10, 15. We also have 15 out on this one. Okay, what are good... Yeah. What is a really good... Yeah, no, Mamoswine, it's duped out. So we're saying what is like the actual probability hitting a useful one? Currently 24%. So this is a potential Elite Four Mon. And Zam is potentially... Well, we'll say like really good. It's like, it's just Weavile, really. Well, these are kind of like flexible spots. Whereas this table also has Zam. So Gengar's a miss, right? Chandeler's a miss. Kokomo's a miss. I mean, the big hits here are Hydreigon. Grimmsnarl, maybe. It's about the same, right? I mean, could we bring T-Tar? T-Tar's probably not the dark type we're looking for. What does this guy even get? This guy doesn't even learn Protect, I would assume. Greninja. It's probably better to just take this. Now, we're going to hit Overquill, though. We're going to have the GOAT Overquill, and we're never going to miss. Actually, I don't know how many it does that just already aren't in the box, right? Of good usable Elite Four Mons, I don't think so. Like, who's a potential good Mon that has... I think the one that we've said that has the potential, the highest probability would be this Kingler, most likely. Just because it's a Protect bot. But that's not great. Like, we have... The problem is that my lobster's too buttery and my steak is too cooked well. Our box is full of so many good options that we don't really have a unique. Now, we didn't do the fight yet. Let's confirm that we have a line that beats Veto. We can do that. And then we can maybe go get Overquill. Or maybe go have Overquill boom in our face. Rabambi's been done before, if I'm not mistaken. Our Rabambi is pretty good, though. The problem with our Rabambi being really good, yeah, is that we have two other really good fairy types. Like, it's again, our lobster's too buttery, and our steak is too tasty. We've 3 goated fairy types. Okay, let's run this fight or walk this fight through and take it off the list. Okay, Darts kills Indeedee before they get to act. It breaks the sash, it kills. Then Bates were seen dead to Fast Ice Beam and exclusively Fast Ice Beam from Pheromosa. On that, we're going to go into Ape. Ape is not dead to Crit Ice Beam plus Flare Blitz Self Recoil. And Minroll Ice Beam, Flare Blitz thaws us out. Minroll Ice Beam plus Flare Blitz Self Recoil damage is enough to make us always slow dead to Aggron. So, and we can just check this number, right? This would be at 90%, right? This is 78. 278 minus 78. And then we're going to do 246 divided by 3. We're at 200. Yeah, 200 minus 82. Mom and privilege. 118. Always slow dead. We don't care about split moves. Always slow dead to this. Because we're slow dead, it's not going to do that. And then we're not going to bait in anyone else. Like, we're faster than everyone. We're showing fast kill on this guy. Yada, yada, yada. This guy comes in. It's clicking Stone Edge or Heavy Slam, of which we do not care. We go into Fu, clicking Fu with the Choice Band. They take whatever moves, and then they kill with Surging Strikes through that. Then Fu taking in Rocks is okay. It's not going to be Rocks because it will always see slow kill. If it didn't always see slow kill, it could be Rocks. But I believe Rocks is only going to be +8 there because it's not turn 1. Is that true? I thought that was not true. Only on first turn out. Yeah, on first turn out, it's 9. Otherwise, it's 7. You can only Rocks over slow kill on first turn. Yeah. Yeah, so this would always be one of the attack moves. We go into Urshifu. We kill with Strikes of Surging. Oh, let me write this down. Kill DD. Swap to Pharaoh comes in. Pharaoh in. Swap to Ape. KO with Flare. Who comes in? Aggron. I think it means first turn of the fight in the document, if I'm mistaken. Like first turn, it's AI's first turn, I believe, is what this distinction means. Not like the Mon's first turn, if I'm not mistaken. It's the first turn the Mon is out? Well, that sucks. Is it really that way? Did not, well, shit. Don't say Lamau, that sucks. Man, I guess I've done risky options in other fights before. Oh, I think there's another fight where, oh, fuck, I think we might have another fight we need to replan because of that. I want to kill myself, great. Well, does Rocks matter? I think maybe the place where this would matter is well, Gyarados is going to take a decent chunk. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, this, I don't know why this is just if first turn out. Well, I guess that is whatever. I'm dumb. And I guess this makes sense that this has the toggle when it's later in the fight. No, because Ape needs to be holding Choice Scarf plus it is 30. And we can't fake out because it's Psychic Terrain. So this guy's in. Okay, say it is Rocks. So we come in, we kill with Surging Strikes. What's gonna be? We're showing. Well, we'd always be fast dead to. We're always fast dead to one of these moves. We would go into our Pokemon that sacks. We'd bring in Gyarados. So Gyarados takes a 4th from rocks, right? Ouch. 4th from rocks still means they're only dead to expanding force, which is good. This is just going to maybe affect the pre-damaging here. I thought they I can never smell Gyarados. Yeah, because it would be neutral after it Mega Evolves, but coming in, right, it would be... Yeah, it's neutral after. Also, planning this fight with this line means we do have to do the Mega Gyarados fight. Back to this one. Yeah. Gyarados comes in. They take a 4th. Aggron in. Swap to Fu. Could be rocks or damage. KO with Fu. Zam comes in. Swap to Sack. Bring in Gary. Okay, so the question becomes... We take a 4th here. We sometimes take a 4th here. My smell smells like cheeks. I think we should... I think we should still actually be fine here. Well, I guess the question is, Polt taking rocks damage, are they dead to crit acrobatics plus rocks damage? I think would be my only qualm here. Rivers Qualmo. Are all your fights a who's under the table? I have them in like separate Word docs over here. In a little notepad document so I can keep them organized. Yeah, I have a stenographer in the corner who actually writes down all of my lines so I don't have to remember them. So 2, 3, 6. So Gyarados needs to be pre-damaged to be dead to that, and exclusively that always. They're not taking any other damage, so we can manipulate this pretty decently. And then, so go into this guy. Yeah, here's the question is, I think that doesn't work, right? This guy takes 1/8 from rocks. $36. I think they just like 262 plus 36. They just are barely dead, so rocks do matter there. I'm gonna kill myself. I would do that if I saved more. I only started doing this for the Elite Four. For some reason, I did not write my lines down or save them before that. I just immediately delete them after, which is dumb. But what up, Kamado? Yeah, this line doesn't work. How'd your recital go? Good. I mean, we could sack Infernape here. We certainly want Infernape for the other fights. Yeah, this game sucks. I did get a haircut. Thank you for noticing. The problem is we don't have anyone who owns Cloister at the end of this. It'd be great for the content. Fuck, that sucks, bro. I really thought we had the line. Well, I guess it's better to know that you're gonna get fucked. Nah. I'd rather not wipe on the final fight of the game before the Elite Four because I didn't read the AI doc properly. Let's go. Let's like. Is there anything that could be done about this? Swallows the goat. Big dub. Big if true. Yeah, they take too much from acrobatics. Fuck, bro. Can any of our other stupid ghosts take care of this? Ah, God, I hate this game. I thought I had it. Fuck. Time to quit. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm like not moving forward with Prep the Line, because I'm realizing like there's with the line we have, we just can't do it this way because we're out of slots. It just straight up doesn't work anymore. Yeah, maybe let's go get fucking Overquill. Man, that super bums me out. Scarf Pult. I think our problem here is that well, I guess we could maybe find someone else who leads this fight for a KO. I mean, I guess Scarf Pult does own Pheromosa. Scarf Pult does show crazy baits. Hey! Yeah. I mean, like, yes and no. The Cloister's annoying. See you, Kamado. Thanks for bobbing through. Cloister is kind of annoying. Maybe I just wasn't think they're annoying because of how we bait them in. I mean, Whalern basically owns Cloister. This guy rocks this motherfucker. Like, even if they, almost always use a damage berry. Oh, for like they take damage? Well, yeah, actually I think Whalern does that. If we can get another line where we get closer and laugh, Whalern does it safely. With a damage berry, I think. Yeah. I'm not planning on wiping. Actually, I don't even think we need the damage berry, right? Because what we were saying, Whalern, he's well earned for his job. Yeah, because we just come into this guy on the guaranteed freeze dry and then kill this. But yeah, that was in the line where we had Pult coming in here. Pain. Yeah, let's look at Overquill. Damn. Defeat it. Defeat it by stupid ass game mechanics. I gotta figure out what level these guys are gonna be over on that. Hydro. Yeah. No, but I think our Whaler matches up really, really well against that. So I don't think we even really need to do that. Freeze Dry, you can't go Aspair. Aspair? Aspair is the anti-freeze one. Can't ice types not get frozen? Yeah, ice types can't get frozen. Oh, I guess you were talking about yeah. Sorry. Damn, I'm just so fucking tilted. I hate having to cook up a new line. Kill me with a gun. 133? Level 80. Now we have to find someone who can safely sit in front of Overquill. We're gonna actually, the Pokemon we catch here is gonna save this line. Trust. Because it gives us one more mon we can sack. Okay, let's jump over to a different sheet. No. That's I should have been more aware of what you're talking about. I think I'm on tilt. It's fucking tilt o'clock over here. Lanny Bobani. Electros. We don't at least have much to plan for in this, right? There's like 4 Pokemon it could be. Lanny Bobani at level 80 is going to be Pump, Bolt. Damn. I was really thinking I was the GOAT, though. I was having a bit of an ego trip. Being like, yeah, I cooked up a hard fight in the game in like 3 seconds. It's hard to say if I'm stuck yet. Anytime I've gotten into a real roadblock with the ones I've looked at, I've just jumped to another fight. But for a lot of those that I've jumped off of, it's like we've gotten to the point where we don't really even consider sacking. Like, that's how I generally feel like I do lines, is like I go all the way, no resources, like 1 iteration, and it's like, okay, if I have to spend any sort of resources, scales, what have you, that's 2nd iteration. And then if I can't get it with like adding additional resources, considering sack is like the 3rd iteration. And I haven't done that iteration for a lot of these fights. Dream anyway, use extra scales in the early game, the hardcore rounds, like, yeah. What do they have? Gunk, Liquid, Boom, Throat. Yeah, Brennan, I don't think you understand. So let me speak some truth to power for you. We're at the end of the game where the job is to plan 15 fights back to back before we actually do any, so we can know how to spend our resources. And beyond that, we should actually be planning our Elite Four fights on top of that to really deal with our resources. So I do not expect to actually run a fight until like late next week. We are truly in calculation hell. We're doing the right thing, but it's not fun. Yeah. This is very... My brother in Christ. The X button for the stream is right there. Okay, let me duplicate this. Okay, what's... I think Lanny Bobani... hate being in this game and not being in the Hall of Fame, yeah. You're kicking me out. Just you. Shove this guy to the door. What was I going to say? Yeah, I don't even know. I don't think I would have the wherewithal to play this off stream. Like, I think the level of accountability of playing it on stream. Also, so I can't be like, oh, well, something fucked up. I'm just swapping out on this shit. Like, I think that's also super nice to have. Okay, why can't I change my Pokemon? The calc always gets like this when you add in stuff. I love it, man. Explosion still doesn't even out. Yeah. Seems like Banette's sort of fine to lead against this guy. I mean, I guess also Corv. Just the throat chop does a decent amount. Can boom crit kill? No. But after any amount of damage. It's a dark type move. Why does it do so little to Bascu? Bascu could be a good mon here. It's probably just like the ghosts, right? And at any point, we can just always tap out, right? Torkoal might be nice. Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people like either reset or GMO their early encounters. So I don't think using extra, like it's debatable thing here. Oh, this is Duralgi with the wrong moveset. That's why this guy's doing so little damage. Because it's the wrong Pokemon. Usual common streamer L. Like, yeah, this seems for level 80 not like they're doing that much. That's why. But it looks like Corv can also like be pretty chill in front of this. Luke as well, I would assume. Where's Luke? Cario. Though he's not bad either. Yeah, this is the whole thing too, where it's like if anyone gets into a jam, we just run away. We like don't need this encounter. We'd like it, but we don't need this encounter. Yeah. GMOing stuff in early game just saves you time. Or like choosing your first couple of mons. Like choosing your first 6 mons, I feel like I have no issue with because you could just reset 4,000 times. There's that guy who did like the resets in a Excel sheet. Because it's effectively doing the same thing. You're just saving yourself time. Yeah, manifesting. Damn. #1 hater energy. Yeah, man, I don't even know. Is there anyone who can safely stay in for a turn in front of Overquill? Like, I don't know. It looks like Omar, maybe. And they're not going to get crit boomed. Yeah. Yeah, Mercado's Deathless did this as well. Yeah, it's like, you're... And looks like Dread can do this as well. We'll go Omar. Yeah, it's the kind of thing where it's like there's no skill expression in resetting 4,000 times, right? Like you're not proving that you're the GOAT by having enough time to reset your encounters over and over again. Like you're just saving yourself time and you're spending your brain power on the actual hard parts of the game, which I respect immensely more. Elect Tross. Saves untitled spells Pokemon's names. Impossible difficulty challenge. EELE. My bad. Thunderbolt. Alright. Good luck, Maple. Appreciate it. Hopefully we get some good ass Pokemon here. Is this knockoff? Wild Charge. And Super Fang. Seems like something like this guy is probably good. Yeah. Any one of our like 3 ground types. Did everyone in my chat run one player? I don't think so. I know Brandon definitely isn't. Brandon's more just a A homie. But I think to some variation, a lot of people in here have played Pokemon Challenge games. Or dabbled. I don't know if Moonman. I forget if Moonman beat Emerald Kaizo Calculus or got really far in Emerald Kaizo Calculus. Yeah. I was going to say we can have that for Electros. And then, yeah, that pretty much like owns Legend. Zeph's doing Calculus. Ah, man. I just feel like I don't enjoy Calculus as much as I thought I would. Like, I did 4 gyms of Royal Sapphire Calculus, and it's like fun-ish. I did have a little bit of fun doing like Kaizo Coliseum Calculus. But that was because there is no calc. Ice Beam. What did I write down here? That. Hydro Pump does a lot. Yeah. Even if you're like minimally using the calc, I think it still feels nice to just like have the option, right? Yeah. It does feel like you're often just throwing shit at the wall, which doesn't really feel great. Lantern is our most likely. Can I bring someone who is... Lantern actually kind of matches up well against our box. Do I have someone who's like really good against Lantern? So you have to play safe all the time? Yeah. You kind of have to play like super careful or super ball out, and it doesn't like feel great with either like end of the spectrum. Like being able to pick and choose your risks is really nice. Or to just have like a better idea. Or like I kind of found this out during the Aaron Crystal race a lot, where when you're in a situation where you're not 100%, it's nice having a calc to either like confirm your suspicions. But there's a lot of situations, especially if you're trying to play fast, where you're like, excuse me, the vibes will get you 90% of the way there. But it sucks like, oh, you're 3 gyms in, you're playing calculus, and you're like, your napkin math doesn't really work out in one particular fight, and you just lose your run because you didn't know that this guy had base 103 stats or some shit. Or even in just, I think knowing speed, like I know speed kind of situation where like if you know a Pokemon's faster, like that radically changes what you're going to do in a turn. Like just knowing that I think is enough to be useful. I could bring Harry Mama. Yeah, Harry Mama seems good for like a general switch. I think this is our squad. Still a perilous encounter. Or a scary feeling encounter. There's a lot of shit could miss, and this is like perfect stats. Yeah. The main... Oop, there goes my controller. The end of the day, the most important thing about this encounter is that we do not want to go -2. If we're in a scary situation, we dip. We do not want to go -2. There's no point in losing another Pokemon because we like what our box has. Let's see what we get. No. You gonna bring this Pokemon to the fight? No. You see I'm bringing Pokemon that are less valuable to all these. I mean, Seismitoads have been pretty good. I mean, Hariyama should have been dead like 4 times. This man refuses to die. Morgan Freeman out here playing God. I think the only motherfucker we don't want to level or don't want to give an item is Sal, the only one who has one. Yeah, maybe Overquill does some shenanigans. Bugsy is the craziest demon I've ever boot. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to square the circle of Pokemon Challenge games, early games, feeling like you have more control, just because of the nature of how Pokemon is built as a game and how like you can only be so limited on encounters that early game kind of just has to be a shit show. We caught... After all this, would I have... Imagine I was planning for the wrong route. You would call them a 132. Yeah, so it is 133 that's still open. Yeah. It's hard in a way. I think the end of the game obviously is more difficult, but the beginning is hard because it's difficult without you really having any control over the difficulty. There's not much you can do about getting bad encounters or getting unlucky. Are we still... Ooh! Am I going to miss 133? Okay, that's why we make save states. No optionals here. This also includes another one of my least favorite things in Pokemon Challenge games, or just Pokemon games in general, is these kind of puzzles where you have zero control over what's happening / can't see what's going on. Like, yeah, you just literally get thrown right into this. Hey, I wonder, do you have to do that optional to catch a person on 133? Or maybe if I go low, it's... Safe's coming, are we? Yeah, I only do that for optionals because I think optionals are really fucking stupid. Like, in a game built with... Especially optionals in a situation like this, where it's like, okay, so maybe we do have to fight optionals to get there. You don't think so? There is a way around it? I just think this game already has a million hard fights, and walking into a fight you're not prepared for and losing your run because of it is incredibly stupid. No, I know. I know, but there are definitely people who are like, wow, you didn't play around the optional. Your run is invalid. You should be burnt down at the stake. Yeah, because I guess if I go there, yeah, how do I avoid the optionals? Yeah, because I'm forced to go to that. Can I go from the left? Is there any way for me to, like, fly over and go from the left? But it has all these blocking things here. There's, like, literally no way to get there. I guess that would make sense, because if you could get over there and get, like, an encounter earlier, that would be busted. Okay, so... Does the middle path get us where we need to be? So where have I been going? This just takes us here. I'm gonna kill myself. Man saves come when you get to land. You what console? MGBA is my favorite console. Yeah, so I guess we can do another state here. Because, like, this just pushes us right back here. Does everywhere we can go... I feel like we've gone... There's only 2 spots to go here. And they both take you right into that optional, right? Like, this is 133. Takes you right into this optional. And then... I guess we go all the way up. See if that makes a difference. No, because this still puts you in that same path. Like, we have... Or is the middle one? I mean, that's the only thing we haven't checked, right? But this... Yeah, this throws you in the same place. Is there any way to get over there without doing the optional? Kind of feels like we have to do this fight. Going from the bottom? That's what we did first. Like, this is the one we did first, and it just takes us to the same place. I don't know why I've waited watching that entire thing the whole time. No, from the beginning? I think that takes us into this optional. I have no clue. Yeah, this takes us into this optional. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard. It's also hard, annoying to see like where the fight is. I can't imagine it's too difficult. There's maybe some path here. Well, yeah, this is just going to take us to there or there. Yeah, unless there's some path down here. That funnels you back up here. Yeah, we need some way to get funneled down like that way. Do a save state there. My favorite part about this game is avoiding playing this game. Yeah, because I think any one of these is just going to funnel you up, right? And you can't go, like, down here. Yeah. Continue the map I used? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, because it seems like everywhere just takes us to the optionals. And I already am planning on giving myself another fight to do because of the goddamn Mega Gyarados. Pain. This is just all suffering today. All suffering all day. Is bugged in a way that is worse for us or better for us? Is it fun bugged or bad bugged? Better. Oh, sick. That's good. Oh, wait, this looks good. This looks better, but... Oh, sick. Oh, I think we did it. Oh, wait, nope. Never mind. Forget everything I said. 6 slots for 3 months. Oh, that rules. Okay. Let's take a look at the ancient scribes. So, what did these colors mean? Light blue path? The light blue... How do we avoid that fight, though? Let me pull this up on the other monitor. So, but this isn't the map, right? I believe you need to beat him anyways, though. Yeah. But this isn't the run and bun map, right? For heart scales or something. Him with the walk through walls for this shit. Don't think there's any okay, so that's literally what I'm trying to find out. Like, if we have to do one of the optionals, we might as well like do them, right? Oh, really? This is what we were afraid of? I've spent the last 15 minutes trying to avoid this fight because I thought it would be difficult. Oh my god. Ah, that's so funny. Holy shit, that's so funny. Are we on 133? Oh god. Who's this guy? Oh, he turns? Wait, are these surfing encounters that we need? Oh, we're down here now. Wait, do we have to watch the spinner? Okay, that one's actually a problem. Okay. That's an actual real fight. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Okay. That is the run and bun map? You sure? This doesn't look like anything like that map. Oh wait, no it does. Never mind. Don't ever ask me anything ever. Okay, let's get back to our good pal, the optional trainer. This is not the one. This is not the one we just did, right? Okay, that's an actual fight too. Okay. Running it back. Okay. What route are we? Can I tell from the PokéNav where we are? Okay, we are on 133. Okay, so we can just do what we need to do and get the hell out. All right. After all this hullabaloo, are we going to actually capture a Pokemon that is valuable to us? I hope that we haven't taken a half hour to get in the position to do this fight, only to get boomed turn 1 by Overquill. Is it the surfing encounter or is it the fishing encounter? It is the fishing encounter. I'm glad I checked. Okay. We are looking for an Overquill that doesn't blow up. 20% Lantern, 10% Electros, 15% Overquill, 5% Drowsy. The rest are dupes. That is one of the dupes. So we just run away from that. I feel like we're almost out of Pokédolls. Or Fluffy Tails. Alright. 2 encounters left in the entire game. And that's a Pokemon we already have. They're going to make us wait for it. Come on, give me something good. That is the as expected Pokemon. All right. Lantern. I believe we can stay in for 1 with Omar. We can throw a quick ball. Is this edging? Lanny Bo Banny. Well, thank you for being kind with the capture at least. Yeah. Not a bad Pokemon. At the very least, adding something else to the team is another sack. Any nicknames for Lanny Bo Banny? I'm gonna go pee real quick. What do you guys think of something fun? Not nutsack. I picked the one time where my partner's already in the bathroom. Skill issue. Lanny Bo Banny. Who's the person who knows the PC system? Is that Lynette Pokemon? Lynette. This thing is going to have busted stats. Pokemon that does not matter. Well, all this hullabaloo for what? Was there anything of note captured here? Besides another Pokemon that uses a sack during Victory Road. Hasty? The speediest land. Wait, why is this thing kind of cracked? Why is this thing left? It was a Stardust. We didn't need that. This Lantern is absurdly cracked. We're bringing a Lantern to the Elite Four. We've solved it. Yeah, you can, and you can toggle like IVs. Just no EVs in Roundabout. Take over streams. See you, Jamie. Bye for popping 10. Goodbye. All right. So I don't know. That might be close to it for me for today too, because I mean, I don't think I'm gonna cook up this entire fucking Vito line again. Sad to have a day without a line cooked, which means we need to cook 2 lines tomorrow, is what I'm saying. Maybe Lantern's actually the secret code. I mean, Vote Observe's cool. Like, maybe there's some -1 line day. We're still net neutral. +1 Pokemon day. You gotta look on the bright side. Yeah. +1 Pokemon, we have more options for fucking around in these fights. Yeah, I think that's a decent stopping point. Gamers, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow. Same save as Untitled time, same save as Untitled place. Gaming, shaman, like that guy who has a flying grass type. Anyways, gamers, yeah, appreciate you tuning in. We'll find out the secrets some day in the future. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.